Fun facts. Every time before we go on air, we dance to the sign tune. So, yeah, exactly. We're not doing that major challenge. Cindy nimekuona. Hiyo vitu umekuwa ukifanya hiyo ni challenge.
There's nothing to shake anyway.
It's a Friday, but there's everything to be happy about. And of course, when we have that Friday feeling, it means one thing, that we're going to do a recap of some of the stories that made the headlines this week. You're chilling with me, most bankable host Brian Aseli. Welcome to Trendsetters, hashtag TTTT. And of course, without much ado, I'd like to welcome my amazing panelists. Today, I'm going to start with Nyanduko, a businesswoman, a radio personality, slash Nimkisi like yende wa Kisii wanategemea huko.
By the Kisii mimi ndio kusema. Mimi ndio wanategemea. Na ngoja nimalize contract niende ku run for MCA.
Ndio utajua siasa ya mashinani ni ngumu. Ni ngumu. Aya, this man Stamford Bridge ni ochakwao basically. That's the introduction. But apart from that, he's also a man involved in so many initiatives, including football for women. Hii weekend imepita amekuwa akifanya kitu ya maana other than fighting Gor Mahia fans. But I hope you're doing great. How are you doing, Samiru?
I'm doing too fine.
Yeah.
Na wewe unaitanga hiyo watu wa Gor wananipiga daily sababu ya Aseli.
Hawezi.
I used to be a Gor Mahia fan.
And then
they don't need me anymore. Unaona? They have better people right now.
Yeah.
So let's grow other teams. God is already too big for every other team.
Yes.
So wacha tukuze wengine. The fight ikue wote. We can't have one person.
Accent ya Kikisi. Nyanduko. Thanks for the intro. Wacha tuwaachie wengine. Wani wewe ni fan wa Shabana?
Hata Shabana pia mimi ni fan pia. Lakini sahi Maringo United and Nairobi United.
Aya, sawa siku zote. Siku zombo. Aya, so right now I want us to just relax because the show is now starting. Yeah, she's been away, but while she was away, we were consulting her on the stories we need to do on this show.
So
this is the longest serving member of this panel. She can even advise me on how not to do the show. But if you're out there, she's married. She's a caring mom. She loves animals, especially punda.
Yes.
I don't know. When she meets you in the street and calls you punda wewe, it's because she loves you.
It's not an insult.
It's from the heart.
It's not an insult, by the way.
Cindy Goy, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yes.
Blessed, highly favored, happy to be here. Like you said, I'm a typical African. I do not resign.
Okay. And you don't resign.
And I don't retire. And I hold on to power.
Unakwamilia kwa kiti.
Kabisa. If our neighbors can do it, so can I.
Hapo sawa. I hope you guys have had a good week. Amjaniambia hata wiki yenu imekuaje? What stood out for you guys?
Mimi I've been standing out myself. My bed no longer knows who Samiro is. Ninaijanga na change na pitana nayo, but it's a happy season for me. Of course, football is going on. Na the debate constantly imekuwa, will Kenya ever feature in the World Cup?
I know.
Acha tubaki kwa prayer. Cindy ashakataa, but let us keep praying.
If we saw how our African teams played, I don't think we are there yet as Kenya because they did their darndest and they didn't win. So I don't think we're there as Kenya. You're talking about what stood out for me this week. Can you remember the glorious moment when Senegal was up 2-0?
Yes.
And for a moment we thought we had it. My heart has never been so broken, and that is why for me the World Cup is done. I'm waiting for AFCON next year.
Okay.
I'm done.
And it's coming home.
Don't you think Morocco will be representing Africa?
Will it?
It's contentious.
Do they feel African?
Are they African?
Because Moroccans often say that they are Arabs, so they're not Africa, but they're from the African continent.
Ndugu tu yetu kichwa ngumu.
Haiwezi kosa moja.
Nyanduko, what stood out for you this week?
Hey, online. Chaos hazipungui. Mtu amekaa hivi amecatch strays. Kuna kijana anaitwa Steve Simple Boy. My heart goes out to that man.
Yeah.
Mtu amechill tu anaandika his new song, anapata ana trend kwa podcast asubuhi na mapema. Well, tukue, like, let us be nice.
Let us be nice to each other. By the way, kindness is free of charge. You can actually, everyone can afford it. So make sure that it's affordable to you and to yours. Right now,
Nyanduko, mimi hata si blame Kibe. There is an enabler there.
The host.
There is an enabler.
Unajua hiyo kicheko, by the way, was the entire problem I had with that video. What was funny?
No, I totally get.
And by the way, that is my friend. Lakini bado nasema, you had no reason laughing.
If you insult me and if you insult me and the other person laughs, then you're both...
They agree with the insult.
Yes. You're both guilty.
So mi vile huwa nacheka Samiro na okay.
Ayangu mimi nayo unajua tunaweza ingiza Obina katikati ili tusotiane na gloves.
Vurugu nine.
Ndio unipige. But usiidanganywa ati unataka tupigane.
Ulizeni yule jamaa wa mayai.
Siweza kukuosha.
Asi ni friends.
Like what are you inaweza
si ni friends.
Wacha kujichata.
Tuko kazini. Sisi ni friends. Unajua ni last bond ndio maana naongea hivyo. I'm going to jump straight to the first story of the night about Nairobi goons. Now, Nairobi was thrown into chaos again after suspected goons allegedly blocked parts of Thika Road. Now, that is something that happened in the superhighway around Ngara, Pangani, targeting motorists and pedestrians in broad daylight. Now, videos circulating online show groups using stones and debris to barricade roads, forcing vehicles to stop before robbing passengers. What's alarming is how often this is now happening. Protests on, it's just something that's happening within the city, and of course it is protest or city unrest. Many Kenyans online are asking whether these are organized criminal gangs taking an advantage of chaos, or whether these are a sign that the city is losing control. The big question is Nairobi becoming too dangerous to move around freely. I definitely want to just jump on that story, get to understand what you have to say. Samiro, just take the lead on this one. Unafikiriaje juu ya story, because it's now becoming rampant, where mna drive tu vizuri, gari zinasimamishwa, whatever happens.
You know, hii kitu venye ilisema mara ya kwanza Aseli aliuliza who should go first on the story ya Magoon. Lakini sababu Nyanduko hakutaka kustruggle, Samiro alikuja wa kwanza. So I will go first. Na my view is
I asked.
Yani mimi nasema tu we are growing a very dangerous culture. Because this goon culture will get out of hand with time. Hawezi kuwa controlled na kazi yao sio safi sana. Unaona? Najua nitarushiwa mawe sababu wengi ni ambao tumelelewa nao pale mitaani. But this one is not how you want to earn your livelihood, because unakuja unachukuliwa, you given something and then you go all out. Kama kuna mtu tulihave kuchangia sababu ametumia pikipiki alone kwenda kufanya goon activities. Unaona? Sasa inashanga bro, tulikazana, alafu sasa tena unakuja kutuambia pikipiki imechomwa sababu waandamanaji waliona wakufe na wewe. So right now let me just tell you, when Mungiki was starting, ilikuwa kitu ndogo sana. But when it grew to something alarming, ilibaki sasa tena serikali ya juu imeintervene. Unfortunately, serikali ita have to intervene when it will be too late, because with the elections coming, it is already very dangerous for us. So the faster we deal with this goon culture, the easier it will be. Sababu pia wanakanika wanakuwa protected, because every other time they come out, the police don't do anything to them, unfortunately. So I think we should deal with this and ban it with immediate effect, because we don't know what happened. Unfortunately, there is a guy who went missing, Zizu. Atujui Zizu amefanya nini. The government is not speaking about it, but then people wanna complain. Kuna wangana story mingi mitaani. I'm not saying that Zizu was a bad guy. Saa zingine tunatokanga tu, lakini sisi watu wa mtaani tunajuanga, tunatetea umse, lakini umse ni pedi, umse ni whatever he is. So serikali kama out clear, tujue kama watu wanateta bure ama Zizu deserves a fair trial.
Let me ask guys, why were they on the road? Like, what's the story? What's the deal?
They are demonstrating.
Vibanda zilibomolewa apparently.
Vibanda na pia bado kuna wenye wamekuwa. Apart from this one yenye happen leo, kuna ile inasemekana kijana aliarestiwa. He's not been checked in kwa police station yoyote.
That's the Zizu guy.
So that's Zizu.
And another young man I hear. There are two who have not been seen since the commemoration protests last.
Unajua, especially with the goons wenye wako saizi. Unaona venye hizi vitu happen alafu there's no one talking about it. Tuko na minister wa interior. Tuko na people, you know,
have a government
holding their dockets that can talk about it. No one is saying anything about it. Alafu there's a place, I'm not going to mention places because I visit there. Kuna places zenye watu wamegrumiwa na hawa politicians. Because mtu wanafanya hizi vitu, wanaenda wanaibia watu, polisi wanakuja but hawaizi washika. Ama tu akishikwa kesho unasikia leader fulani alitoa doa katoka. Unaget? So this is something we are building as a people. Wanatengenezwa hapa home. Ndio maana unaweza drive ufike Githu kama hujafunga mlango ya gari, kama uko na bag uko nyuma utafika nayo nyumbani. Ama anywhere else, especially sisi watu tunapita Thika Road, we see bad things. Inakwanga tu ni uombe tu ufike. Watu wibiwa hapo tu in broad daylight and no one does anything about it.
Yeah.
The reason why it is continuing and growing every single day is because no one is talking about it. We'll wake up tomorrow like today was any random day when traffic was stalled for hours and hours and people were seated there waiting for these people to finish robbing. Do endele Haiti, here we come. By the way, it is sad and it is very, very scary.
Cindy, I'd like to hear from you real quick.
It's
because
true.
Millie Odhiambo, bad girl Millie,
yes.
In a podcast just the other day, she gave a resounding tone on the same, talked about how it's going to go beyond the government, talked about, and also compared it to the Haiti situation where it now moved from a small gang into, from Gunism into a big gang, and then later on it becomes a militia. So because if someone just decides to fund that thing, and it's going to be organized, you guys are going to be trained, then that's a militia, full-blown militia. What do you have to say about this?
Absolutely, and I keep saying it rots from the head, and whenever there is an increase in crime and increase in gangs, you'll notice that the government tends to have some level of corruption in any country. Look at El Salvador, look at even South Africa when the crime rate was very high. The government system at that time was not very stable. Right now we're having increasing cases of graft within our government, graft within even our police, in the sense that a couple of weeks ago there were raids done in a church. They got the direction wrong, but when the raids were happening, they were being protected by the cops. So if one is a reflection of another. And the thing is, with unorganized crime, you cannot control it and say, be a goon only for 6 months and then
stop.
Yes, it spreads and it becomes a cancer and it's incurable. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. You'll see increasing crime rates,
especially
skyrocketing. I don't know if you guys remember, it was a thing of the past. People could walk in town with their phones. These days, your border riders in broad daylight are snatching phones. So it's just a reflection of the head rotting.
Yes, not to say that border riders are in that activity, but one thing for sure is that some people have used borders in snatching of phones on through the windows in vehicles, and we actually do not stand on that side of the fence. We're not going to stand on the fence and say it's not happening. It's actually happening. What he said. Right now we're going to take a short commercial break. On the other half, we have more stories. Get to find out story of fake HIV kits, pregnancies, ARVs. Viagra is on that list as well. So let's take a break because I really want to come back. We are back, we are on air, and it's crazy how the laughter that's happening behind the scenes is just crazy. One, we're just talking about Mama Chimi. Why are we talking about Mama Chimi?
And
Let's
Papa
focus.
Chimi.
Mama Chimi and Papa Chimi. By the way, you guys need to be
I have
grateful.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, we know.
You are singing.
Fill me in, my kids are in school. They're the ones who fill me in on the latest.
Yeah, Papa Jimmy and Mama Jimmy are content creators.
Oh, okay.
So he's an American, a white American.
I know that. I know that. Okay.
Yes, that
So you see, ni korada kidogo.
Sasa ni Papa Jimmy.
Okay.
Mama Jimmy. Mama Jimmy amejua kuendesha baiskeli. I don't know why we're talking about that. Now, imagine this. You go to chemist or pharmacist and then they give you a kit and you want to test your HIV status. Unaenda inapatikana uko positive. Unalia. Unaambia watu, you gather your family and tell them, yo, it's not okay, I'm not okay, things are not happening for me. I'm gonna die. Because umekaka hivi kidogo ukaenda ukapima tena, ukapatikana kwamba hauna. Kumbe the kit that you're using is in question. Ama kuna siku unajua kuna mechi za World Cup na kuna mechi za nyumbani. Mechi za nyumbani fixture ni wewe na mtu wako. Na umefika finali because wewe ndio the main person. Unaingia pale umechukua tembe halisi, unangoja reaction, nothing. Fake Viagra on our stores. Aya, umekaa pale kidogo umepima, inasoma kwamba you're expecting. After 2 months, you're not expecting.
Unaweza semekana wewe ni muongo.
Unaweza semekana wewe ni muongo, and it could
Umerudisha
actually
back to
ruin a
sender.
lot of things. So Kenya's health sector is on high alert after reports emerged on counterfeit HIV test kits, fake ARVs, and even pregnancy tests making their way into the market. Now, this isn't a fake good story. It is actually just fake products within the market.
Yeah.
I don't know what you have to say about this, and it's becoming rampant.
Yeah.
It's not the only fake thing. The other day, we also saw a crackdown on so many other different products. So I don't know what you have to say about this. Cindy, I'd like you to take the lead on this one.
So I remember back in the day when all of you were still...
Yako kwanza ukisema
No, my son says in the 1900s. So in the 1900s, back in our day, there was a club called True Love Waits. I'm going to take a controversial angle on this. That absolutely cannot exist in this generation because where dust is constant anyway. So in the True Love Waits club, we were taught that the easiest way to avoid HIV is the ABCs. Number one is abstinence, which I'm sure this generation is like, what? But it was a thing back in the day. Number two is be safe. Number B is be safe. C is use contraceptives. Now, it was a huge campaign back in the day because the HIV cases were so huge and people were dying in droves and there was a lot of mystery and people did not understand that HIV was not sorcery, it was not witchcraft, it's something that actually kills. And the great strides that we have done to reduce the HIV rates based on the intensive campaign that was done in the 90s and 2000s is being eroded by this fake product. So right now, we are in a generation of people who are socially conscious, who say, I am consciously willing to engage either protectively or unprotectively because I have enough knowledge to know how to prevent some stuff. If this comes in, this counterfeit product, it's more than just the one person who could be pregnant and they find out after 6 months, or unaenda mechi la kina kitu nafanyika because the Viagra is fake. It is eroding billions of dollars, not even Kenya shillings, of work that has been done to ensure that the HIV rates go down. If we get a pandemic, an endemic like we did last time of HIV, trust me, and right now with the limited funding, it will be another issue like Ebola, it will be another issue like COVID. So we should look at it from the broader scale. What are we doing as a government, as KEMSA, as everybody involved in the Ministry of Health to ensure that the good work that was done in the 1900s is not deleted in the 2000s?
Niko na swali. Ndio hizi vitu zingie kwa market, especially hizi zenye ni za health. Zilipita wapi? Who cleared them to allow them into the country? Inamaanisha kuna mtu mahali amesinzia.
You just asked us if we are in a corrupt system. That's the correct answer.
Ama kuna mtu amekula tu fiti yeye ameshiba yeye ajali kama utapima ikupatie results wrong, original. You know, they really do not care. Hapa chini ni wewe na Mungu wako. Unajua, you know, yeni umeenda umebai katembe kako unajua kaka tanishikilia 4 hours. Alafu kushikilia
kana lose mikono.
Wenzako wanakuwa there are so many, like it is just it is crazy that we live in a world like this where there is fake medicine, there is fake antibiotics in the market. Wewe ni mgonjwa umeandikiwa dawa unaenda unabai dawa and they don't help you.
I thought fake ni friends peke yake.
Unajua
there is fake cries.
Like kuna fake things, kuna fake shoes, kuna fake clothes. Samira amesema yeye hakukuwa na vibe of to fake.
No, my mom
alikuwa amekata hizo story. Sasa imagine umeze dawa fake sahi after mama yako amekuweka from fake things your entire life.
Wanataka nifuate mama, lakini sasa
Samiro.
Shida yangu ni moja. What is the extent ya hii greed? Sababu unlike Cindy vile anasema mtu anaweza kuwa amelala, mimi niko sure mtu amekula. Unaona? Ndio kitu ingie fake. Why are you toying with our our health?
And it's the health of a lot of generations.
Exactly.
Kutoa hii kitu kuipunguza, it's not that easy a teen. It's just one stock that you ban. You don't know the ripple effect that these fake things have.
Mimi naangalia pande nyingine ya unwanted pregnancies, magonjwa, hilo ndio itakosiwa na hii mambo yote. Unaona? Broken marriage sababu sasa mtu amenunua anajua sasa hapa kazi ni Mungu. Unaona? Sasa at the end of the day, mimi nataka what is the extent ya hii greed, because inaibiwa na pia ikiibwa unajua inakuwa kesi za mabilioni. Unaona?
But the worst part is we are hearing of fake drugs within the market, but the other day we also had of loads and loads and tons of drugs that expired.
Yeah.
They had to be burnt. You know, it's quite sad that we are seeing that. Also, it's quite sad that people are toying with people's health and wellness. I think as a country, is one thing we need not play with. Tuache kucheza na akili za each other, tuache kucheza na health za watu.
Na education.
Life is already tough. Na education, because there's zero capitation for schools. Juzi nimekuwa nikiangalia pia, I'm spilling over into another problem because ukijam ndio unakumbukanga shida zako zote. So for example, hiyo story ya capitation, Cindy, we're becoming dumber by the day. The job that Kibaki did, of which we still mocked him because we never know when we have a good thing up until it's done. Then later on we're like, Kibaki made sure that we had at least one person in the university. And right now they're reducing. You have at least one person in Form 4 and they're not sure if they're actually going to do their exams. So there's a lot that's happening within the country, but when they touch on health, is SHA working? Have you tried interacting with it? There's a headline I saw in today's newspaper, quite daunting if you ask me. So there's a lot that's happening within the country, but fake drugs.
And then another thing, if these drugs are fake, what are they? And what are they made of, and what is it doing to your digestive system? So it's not enough that you're not pregnant. It's not enough that, you know, mechi or whatever. What are you ingesting? And what is the long-term effect of this? Are we developing new cancers? You know what I mean?
And you were saying that, and you mentioned something on funding. Now, funding kitambo, HIV, dawa za HIV,
100%
the ARVs, sensitization, CDC would actually pour a lot of money. We saw USAID, and as soon as Trump got here, he was like, you know what, mina pulizi, you're funding yote. And now with that funding, does it also add on to this story so that it now looks like there is a problem so that a solution should be found?
A fake solution.
We are always manufacturing our problems and trying to manufacture our answers, but not at the expense of someone's heartbeat. Tafadhali. Aya, we're going to go on to the next one now. Big bellies. Karibu nifikiwe. Because I've been mocked by a good number of people, but the slightly older women who are mature enough to understand what I'm just about to say. So social media is buzzing after a viral post claimed that more women are now attracted to men with big bellies. Now, the claim plays into the growing dad bod, which is the body that trend, where softer, bigger men are said to be more comforting and mature and less intimidating than their gym-obsessed counterparts. You see, while there is no clear scientific study backing this scientific claim, the internet has run wild with it. Now, men are celebrating women, women are debating, and the bigger conversation is whether society is changing how it defines male attractiveness. Samiro, si must tuongee kwa hii. Tutasaidika sana tukisikia Cindy.
That is why he's crossing his arms. Look at how Samiro is crossing his arms.
Samiro go,
so that he's not part of that demographic.
Ukipata mtu, and I have nothing against watu wameunga, by the way. It's ni poa sana kwenda gym, lakini wewe ukipata wewe you ripped, yani wewe unaamkanga asubuhi unaenda gym 6 hours. Kwani una kazi? Siwezi utafute pesa kwanza.
Kwani wewe unajua?
Like uko na hours ngapi hizo in a day zenye umeenda gym 5 hours, sijui umekula ma creatine, sijui umefanya nini. And I'm not saying ati pia hizo dad boards pia ziko na levels. Kuna dad boards zingine yenyewe zinakaa fiti. Unaona mtu ana try ameenda gym mara 2-3 kwa wiki, but he's busy. He's trying to make money. So he really doesn't have the time to tone to get the 6-pack and 8-pack.
So you agree that dad boards are
there are some very nice and very nice looking.
Only if you have money.
I'm telling you also a dad board.
Only if you have money.
Imagine a dad board in your
said, by the way.
A
dad board with money, you look amazing. What?
Hi guys, these standards keep changing. Usikubali usikule mbaya. Unasikia? Watu ule anaona akueleza i sustain. These standards zita keep changing. Unajua kuna best yangu alibuy bike. Baadaye akakuja kanunua gari. Unajua alikuja kanambia nini? Bro, mimi nilijua nikipata hii watakuja. Nikabai, nikajua watakuja, lakini mimi kitu najua. Wasichana hata ile siku watu tutasema ati sasa ndege ndio inakula. Wataprefer tena kutembea. Sasa ndio kwa maana uko na walking groups. Unaona, like the standard keeps changing. Usidanganywe. Keep fit, it is for your own good.
I disagree.
Keep fit. It is for these standards will never be the same.
Just slightly.
Well, I agree because when you're inactive, the fat is stored in your tummy. excess fat for us women gives us an excess amount of estrogen, which can predispose you to getting breast cancer. The thing is, it can also predispose men to getting breast cancer because they think breast cancer is only a cancer that's for women. And the worst thing is when men get breast cancer, it's more aggressive because there are no mammary glands to it. So it will just go straight to the neighboring organs and it will metastasize. So having a big belly is not necessarily a prestigious thing. It actually shows you don't love yourself enough to take care of your health. You don't care about your future. It is a status symbol. Ndio vile Nyanduko amesema, there are levels to this stuff. Kuna zingine you're like, ay baba, please.
Tukana, I want to take a breather. On the other half, I have a response. Let's check out the highlights. The best show in Africa continues. Why I'm laughing is because I'm getting feedback. And Katha Yunaina is asking me, imagine P2 fake. Nyinyi mnafanya activities zenyu, and then you take a contraceptive, you think that you are actually safe, then 9 months later something happens. But that's crazy.
Kapitu kadogo.
Unaanza kulea pitu yako for the rest of your life. Mambo ni moto, and of course the hashtag is TTTT. I don't know if you can see some feedback we could actually share. Kama mnaiona tafadhali, let's share.
Aiwa Babangida says, Kenya imeendelea kwa nchi ya umafiaso na umakachinja.
Sindi ungeacha tusome hiyo comment.
I swear.
You can read it for you.
Mafioso.
Umakachinja.
Mafioso makachinja iwezi.
Mafioso kimeelewa umakachinja.
Mamafia na makachinja. Makachinja ni watu wanaweza oda uchukuliwe saa yoyote. Unaweza chinjwa, yani kumalizwa basically.
Ifo Tsendi umejaribu?
I've tried. At least now I know a new word. Chinja.
Liki Ocheng anasema is goon a synonym of gang, and then Kasim Mwaki anasema we went to learn this in Haiti. I know this is in relation to the gangs and the goons. And then the final one I have is Pendamani Obusia anasema serikali imechoka kushika watu, inapeleka kotini na inawaachilia bure, na wengine wao wanaachiliwa na thao. Wanasema koti zetu za Kenya ndio zinachangia corruption na vitendo za ujinga, ati mtu anafanya makosa akijua kuna kitu atamfanyia juu akishikwa ataachiliwa na tapelekwa kotini na maleo opposition na maleo bure. Okay.
Hiyo ni comment ama spoken word.
Damn! I'm telling you, amefunguka.
A long comment.
Amefunguka.
Impressed Cindy. You have no idea.
Na kijana wangu anasema maybe CSO Interior atasema hao walikuwa watchmen crossing roads, not goods.
Wow.
Because si ati hawajai to excuse kama hiyo.
Sasa ni hawkers wanauza.
Exactly.
Some stories, Nikki Boy, and thank you so much for the feedback. But we have to move on to the next story where Gen Z employees you've become the thing. So a viral post by businessman Anthony Walela has ignited a huge debate after he claimed that Gen Z job seekers actually turned down a 15,000 shilling starting salary. Now, some say this generation is entitled and unwilling to start from bottom like previous generations did. Others argue that the cost of living has changed and 15K is simply not enough to survive on. Now, Gen Z are known for demanding better pay, work-life balance, and of course, fair treatment. But does that make them smarter or softer? Now that's debatable. Let's talk about it. I'd really like to hear what you have to say about this. Kunaendaje hapa hivi Cindy? I really want to hear what you have to say. Because 15K starting salary.
Because I work with Gen Zs, I hire Gen Zs, and it is true. An intern, you'll offer them 10K and they'll tell you, no, that's not enough.
Yeah.
How many hours am I expected to work? Is there a flexi time?
Yeah.
This 10K, are you giving me my airtime? Blah, 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 blah. So for our days, you know, jobs were scarce. There are more opportunities right now online and so on and so forth. So back in the day, jobs were so scarce that if you're given something, you would grab it with both hands. On top of it, our parents raised us to know that once you have employment, then it is a stepping stone. You're moving far in life. So you're just happy that you're employed so you can go home and say, Mama, look, I made it. But right now, they have options. They have people who are buying them 134,000 shilling phones, and you want somebody in the office 8 to 5, and you give them 10K. No lunch, no airtime, no nothing. Now, The flip side with the way the Gen Zs are acting is the job market has been affected. I don't know if you've seen a lot of, especially corporates, they're now hiring interns. So roles that previously you were permanent and pensionable, now they're hiring interns. So not enough to be stable, but just a little bit to maintain you on the intern position for tax reasons.
Yeah.
So that I on one side I understand them. On the other side, I just feel that the job market is changing and employers like us need to know how to adapt, and that is why there's AI.
What? Wow. Cindy was like, we're going to replace you. But what do you have to say about this, Samiro?
While it is right to demand for your rightful pay, lakini unaulizia wapi? Kenya yetu hizo kazi ziko, unaona. So if you have an alternative, you're good to go. Kama unajua wewe utaringa na upate kazi kwingine sawa, but then there's a bunch of them who are not settling for less. But then what else do you have? Unaona. So at the end of the day, tunakuwa na watu wengi wenye wanazidi kuwa unemployed, na yeye inaleta shida mingi zaidi. Because hiyo ndo siku hizi watu wakikaya, by the way, watu ni inventive sana. Kuna vitu zina come up, carding and other cyber crimes. Sababu hao watu wanasoma, by the way. A lot of them inawauma sababu nimeenda shule, unasikia, alafu nataka nifanye kazi gani hii, unipatie 15,000. Inawabo. Wakikaa hivi chini pamoja na hiyo akili yao, they'll do very dangerous things. So,
allow me to add something. Another flip side is now millennials who are unemployed are taking the entry-level jobs of the Gen Zs. So you're finding a lot of older people in lower-level management jobs because the Gen Zs or the postgraduate people don't want to start with 15,000. But the millennial is used to struggling and they're unemployed and maybe they've been laid off. So unapata mtu akona master's degree and apply job ya intern.
And you can't actually blame anyone because that's how the world we're living in is moving. And the world is moving very fast. I mean, you can't blame a Gen Z who knows how to mint 15,000 per day.
Per hour.
Per hour. So per hour, you know. And you know, they have options from across the world where they get to establish themselves on a portfolio nzuri. And then the kind of skills that they have is also new markets and new businesses, things that were not in existence just 10 years ago. So you can't blame anyone. Nyanduko, you wanted to say something. Talk to us.
Yes. Wengine, by the way, unaona venye mnasema they have options, some of them don't. They are just entitled. Mimi kuna mtoto nilipata juzi na waita watoto, and I'm using watoto very, you know, lightly.
Respectful.
Yes. Nilipatana na someone younger, slightly younger than me. Slightly younger than me. Alikuwa anataka nimtumie 2K urgently. Sawa. But nikamuofa kitu anaweza do, nimpatie hiyo 2K, you know? But they're like, hiyo ni kidogo. So they want the 2K from you. They just don't want to put in the work. And working with these kids is interesting. Oh my goodness. They will quit on you saini asubuhi. Unamlipa leo nakwambia, so mimi nishajaza pesa ya simu. I think nataka kuacha kazi. I think they don't know what repercussions are. They do not know consequence for this.
Heri wewe wanakuongelesha. I hear there are some bosses who are complaining that the Gen Z employees, not all, some, they just ghost you. Unakutana naye kwa sherehe anakuambia
niliamua niache. Ulionele resignation letter ya someone has offered to support me financially, so I'm not coming in tomorrow.
But guys, let's agree, finally, a generation that has guts to talk about.
Right?
Yeah, because
is it guts or is it just disrespect? Because sometimes I'm like, man, keep your guts in your belly. I don't need
that. But I understand those guts.
We need that.
Listen.
Keep your guts in your belly. I don't need that.
Your guts in your belly, but you can't be paid 25,000 shillings for 25 years thinking that you're going to improve yourself.
Yes,
true.
Even overstaying in those places, there's hakuna degree ya mateso mtu wangu. So let's just be real about it. The job market is changing. Better policies, better pay. Government, create more jobs, lest we see goonism grow in this country. It's not even a threat, it's happening. But it's also not commendable to say that, man. I hope that no young person is going to be involved in that. So, yeah, aya, tumalizie sasa. Story ya mwisho ni maneno ya Infotrack. Now, Infotrack have given their latest reports. And of course, the rankings have once again sparked political debate, with Babu Wino topping the list of best performing MPs, followed by Majimbo Kalasinga and Ndindi Nyoro. The rankings are based on public approval, visibility, and service delivery, but many Kenyans are questioning whether these surveys really measure impact or just who is most visible online and in media. It actually opens up a bigger question. Do we reward actual development or just political noise? Abu niongelesheni mniambie history inaendaje. Kwanza hiyo list niko nayo hapa. I had to have my own. Tying at position 3 is actually John Bwire, Ndintinyoro, Naisula, Lesuda. Alafu kuna Didmas Baraza. Hiyo ni top 5.
Oh.
Top 5 bado iko na. Yes.
Baraza.
Apparently he's working. Ruben Kiboreka kwa hiyo list, huyo ni wa Mugotio. We have Gideon Kimayo from KO South. We have Nelson Koech from Belgut. And then we have John Kagucha from Mukuruini. Sawa. I'd like to hear what you have to say about this. Nimesikia mtu akicomplain hapa anaitwa Nyanduko. What's up?
Mimi sina shida na ranking. Shida yangu ni how authentic, how legit is it? Kwa ground inasema aje. If the ground agrees the way watu wa Nyoro walikuwa wanasema sisi tuko na mashule ni sawa. Kama ground inakubali ni sawa. Lakini if this is a popularity contest, kila mtu mwenye anaweza reach nani na nani anapanga mambo yake vile anataka, then that is wrong. Lakini pia another thing, to assume basi these rankings are right. Kama hujaona member of parliament wa kwenu mahali, please anza kukasirika. Find a reason to be angry. Na pia uchukue kura kwa sababu it should tell you how things are going right now. Kama hujaona mtu wa kwenu, mimi personally mbunge wangu anaitwa Samuel Arama. Hi. Sijui yako na mangapi kwa hiyo list. Lakini all I'm saying is if it shows kwa ground as well, if it reflects on the ground, beautiful stuff. But if it's just for gimmicks and for show, we're not doing well.
Cindy and Samiro, we have a minute to share. Talk to us.
Babu is my MP.
Me too, man.
Yes, he's my MP. Previously, there was the roads. Right now, he's releasing Gen Zs. I can see something, but not enough to say that he's performing very well. We all know that, you know, uko kwetu Islando, kukinyesha, kunaendanga hivyo. So I don't know what
the criteria
is for a well-performing member of parliament. I don't know.
So service delivery, visibility.
But honestly speaking, Aseli anaweza kuwa kiwete wa mguu, mimi wa mkono. Just because mmoja anaweza tembea na mwingine hawezi shika nini, doesn't make anyone better. Sisi wote tuko mbaya because as we clap, unasema this one is better. Kuna kitu yenyewe tunaweza shika hivi tuseme this guy is something great. Na mpaka tunamrank because hii ku clap hii funny, they'll run with it. Atashika aseme unaona hata inasemekana. Alafu inatolewa saa ngapi, opportune time just before the election.
Aki my intrusive thoughts have to say this. Umepena example ya mtu mmoja na mkono mwingine na mguu, alafu kasema tukiclap. That was not a fair statement. We've come to the end of the show. I really appreciate you for everything.
Overthinking.
I'm an overthinker. But we're going to be catching a flame at late night. That is from 10 p.m. Friday Night Rave, I'm going to be there. Great conversation with some movie stars. There's a new movie that's out. It's Kenyan. It's amazing as well. So you better not touch that dial. We also have news.
Football.
Yeah. And then there's football.
Who's playing? Samiro.
Samiro, nani anacheza this night?
Egypt versus
Ghana, kuna Colombia.
Colombiana.
Sasa tukafunge. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening. God bless and take care.